What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and today we are checking out the Skyzone S140. It is the 140 millimeter brushless FPV racer, PNP version only. Now this one comes in a color mix. This one is the blue version that I got here, and it also comes in this red version as well, but I'm kind of liking this blue version because we do have a Foxier FPV camera that is in blue as well. The side plates, the aluminum side brackets are in purple. The motors are in purple as well as the shaft. So we got a blue and purple theme going on over here. Now, Skyzone is known to be making some FPV goggles, but they are starting to make some quadcopters as well, I guess. Now, it takes on a familiar look. It sort of looks like the Fury B design with the side aluminum bracket, or the Aurora RC, or even the awesome UAV brand, kind of. But it is the Skyzone S140. And the motors on this baby are the RC in power motors, and in very small lettering on the bottom it says professional motor manufacturer. And these are some very tight motors, guys. Very hard to spin. It clicks, so listen carefully. Yeah, when you do a hover, it does squeak a little bit because of the motors are so tight. It is the 1506 4100 kV motors, and we are also provided with these tri-bladed Dell T3032 props. The ESCs are the 4-in-1 BL Heli S 20 amp ESCs with 25 amp bursts, and it is the D-Shot ESCs, and it supports 2 to 4S batteries. The flight controller is right above the ESCs on a double stack formation here, and it is the Omnibus F3 flight controller preloaded with Betaflight 3.1.7, which I have upgraded to Betaflight 3.2.4, and it is integrated with Betaflight OSD as well. It does support LED and buzzer, but we are not given an LED and buzzer, but this is probably where it's supposed to go. It is a true X-frame unibody carbon fiber configuration, and it is measuring in at 3 millimeter in thickness with rounded off edges, and the CNC aluminum side brackets as well, and the top plate measuring in at 1 millimeter in thickness. And we got a 48 channel 25 to 100 to 200 milliwatts switchable in power 5.8 gigahertz standalone VTX with a dipole antenna, and there is a single button to change the channels and the frequency as well as the power output. A long press will take you into the modes, and a short press will change the channels, and another long press will take you into the frequency mode, in which you short press it to change the frequency, and another long press will take you into the power mode, in which you short press it to change the power output from 25 to 100 to 200 milliwatts. The camera is a Foxier Aero Micro Pro CCD camera, 2.1 millimeter lens, 600 TV line, PAL system FPV camera with a 150 degree field of view. So the only thing I have done to this quadcopter so far is put in my own receiver, which is an XM Plus receiver, zip tied to the top plate there, double-sided sticky tape. I put a couple of more zip ties to hold down the receiver antenna wires, and I had to put my own battery strap because this quadcopter did not come with a battery strap, but it did, however, come with this battery non-slip pad already installed with the same cutout holes as the carbon fiber frame, so it matches it perfectly, so that is nice. And I've also zip tied the XT30 battery connector as well. So let's go for a little line of sight testing and do some FPV flights with the Skyzone S140. Oh, and let me just go ahead and show you how the quadcopter was packaged. It was packaged inside of the Skyzone Sky S140 box, and inside we are given a zippered case as well. Same kind of case that the Skyzone FPV goggles came in, so that is very nice. And of course the Dell prop packaging, the 32 props in which I have already installed on the quadcopter. So we are given just one set of those props, and there's a bag of goodies containing some more receiver cables as well as the push button joystick to configure your Foxeer camera. And inside of the box we are given a instruction manual, sort of. It goes on to show you some of the specs, but it does give you a layout diagram of the flight controller, so that is very nice, and also the layout of the channel and frequency table and how to go about changing the channels, the frequency, and the power output of the standalone VTX. Alright, we are just about ready to go with the Skyzone S140. I got my Tyrannus QX7S. Yeah, matching with the blue theme going on over here. Yeah, we're going to test it out with some GMB 350 3S, GMB 550 3S, as well as the 550 4S ZOP power batteries. So we are going to start off with the GMB 350 first, so let's check it out. Okay, first up is the GMB 350 3S, so let's check it out. I'm just going to skip the 2S entirely because it comes with the XT30 connector and I don't want to cable down and use a converter cable on it. So here we go, checking it out with the 3S 350. So far, it is behaving very nicely. I can tell it's going to be a nimble quadcopter as well, right off the bat. Okay, let's do a little punch out with the 3S. Yeah, I can hear kind of a squeaking noise coming out of the motors. Yeah, you can hear that squeaking noise. Yeah, the motors are so tight that it squeaks. Let's do another punch out here. Yeah, it's got good power with 3S. And I think this is made to be flown with a 3S and not a 2S. So let's flick it over to acro. Hopefully I don't crash it. Okay. Woohoo! Nice. I think I did a double flip on that one. Let's take it easy on the flips. I can hear a little bit of prop wash on the way down with the 3S. I'm running Betaflight default PIDs right now. So far, it's not that bad though.
20.
Oh, nice. Nice and smooth of a flyer. Yep. Timer is up, so let's go ahead and bring it down.
5, 4, 3, 2.
There we go. Now let's test it out with some FPV goggles with the 550 3S, and we're going to do a line of sight testing with the 4S after that. Alright, we are just about ready to go with our first FPV flight, and we got double OSD. Check that out. Pretty cool. Alright, let's take off. Well, the camera is nice so far. Betaflight stock PIDs with the 3S. I can see that there's a little bit of prop wash.
20.
So far, so good though.
10, 9, 8.
There's some prop wash
7,
right there.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, my Tyrannus was on for a little while before I started taking off, so the timer is off. But I got my fly minutes in the OSD. So far, so good. Pretty smooth so far, even with Betaflight stock PIDs. And we got good enough power with the 3S here. And I'm using the 550. And we got the XM Plus. So we got the distance on it as well. Whoa. A little bit of bounce back. All right. We are at 10.4 volts on the 550 milliamp. And we've only been flying for 2 minutes and 24 seconds. So this one is a little bit power hungry. It should have lasted for a little bit longer because it is, after all, a 550 milliamp. So let me go ahead and bring this baby in for a landing. Let's see how slow I can fly this thing. Oh, the camera angle is pretty high. There we go. All right, that was our first flight with a 3S 550 GNB battery. Let's go ahead and try out the 4S line of sight. All right, we are ready to go with the 4S battery. It is a Zap Power 550 milliamp 4S battery for testing out. It gives me about a good 2 minutes of flight time. So let's go and check this out with the 4S. I lowered down the parameters by about 10 points on the P gain and the D gain. So we'll test it out. Well, I can feel a lot more power right off the bat. We still got that squeaking noise going on. I don't hear too many prop wash going on. Any oscillations? So far, so good. And we got tons of power here. Very, very punchy. Let's do a full-on punch out. Oh my God. Oh my God.
2.
Wow. I am in shock. Wow, let's do that one more time. Check this out. Holy cow. Look how high I went in such a short period of time. Oh, wow. That deserves one more. Holy. Holy cow. Wow. Awesome. Okay, so we know it can handle a 4S, and not much oscillations at all. So we are in acro mode now. Yeah, not much oscillations. Yeah, with the parameters lowered by 10 points. Oh, wow, superb. Oh, nice. All right, let's go ahead and slap on some goggles and do some FPV with the 4S A battery. All right.
20,
Nice.
4, 3,
Motors are not
2,
even hot.
1.
Nice. All right, here we go with the 4S battery, and we got some nice looking sky configuration here. Picturesque to the max. All right, let's check it out with the 4S.
One.
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, not much oscillations. Not bad. Tons of power.
20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lots of power. Okay, the voltage has dropped down to 14 already. So this is a power hungry little guy, and plus these batteries don't last too long. I've already gotten 2 minutes and 20 seconds on it already. So there you go. Handles the 4S like a dream. Wow. This is a nice quadcopter, guys. I can't slow down. Okay, gotta bring it in for a landing here. And I've kind of readjusted the camera so I can see a little bit horizon when I'm hovering. So I can pick a spot to land here. There we go. All right, that was our initial flight with the 4S battery on the Skyzone S140, and it is just fantastic. It is awesome. Very nice. All right, just got done checking out the Skyzone S140, and oh my God, this is a nice one. Flew very well utilizing the 350 3S line of sight, and with the FPV flight, even the 550 didn't go the distance to 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and I had to bring it in. Wow, it does suck up the power, but it does fly very, very nicely, and it has all kinds of power with 4S. I'm using these cheap Zap Power 550 14.8 volt 80C battery supposedly. It did just fantastic. You saw that line of sight punch out. It was just awesome, and I believe these props are very, very nice. It is very soft. It does not give that much oscillations or prop wash at all, even with Betaflight default settings with a 3S battery. And I've flown the FPV flight with the 550 with the default settings as well. But I lowered down the parameters a little bit by 10 points on with the 4S battery, fearing that I might have some oscillations, and it flew fantastic as well. I think I can go up in parameters just a little bit with the 4S, I think. So I have to fine tune it and figure out what it flies best with, but this is just a preliminary flight test with the 3S and the 4S on the Skyzone S140. And this is, like I said, a very nice quadcopter. So there you have it, guys, my flight test and review of the Skyzone S140. Yeah, it is a nice one. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.
imagination.